Hey everybody, it's Cindy here, and I want to share something with you. See this? I used to run a counseling center, and one Christmas I saw this, and I thought it was the funniest thing, and so I used to set it out in the reception, the waiting area, in the Christmas season. So when our clients came, they'd see this, and we all got so much laughter out of it. So I wanted to share it with you, hoping that this will put a smile on your face about this holiday season, just in case you don't always feel like smiling. But I'll be home for Christmas and in therapy by New Year's. Sometimes that's how it feels when you're heading to family, right? Or when family's coming. Not always, of course. And I'm so thankful and happy for those of you that, really, really look forward to extra family time this holiday season and that kind of thing. And I wish you all, of course, peace in whatever you're doing this holiday, whether you're spending time with yourself, hunkering down, or if you have a flurry of social activities on your calendar, whatever it is. But I wanted to say happy holidays to you all. And I've really been striving the last several weeks to provide some support for you in getting ready for the holiday season, and things that you're going through, that you've told me you're going through, grief issues, divorce issues, other life transition issues, empty nest, general stress, overwhelm, financial stuff, all of it. I've tried to address all of it in the last several weeks. And so I invite you to go back if you missed some of that and go to the group site anytime and scroll down and just keep scrolling down. The whole 5 months we've been here is there for you. So, and there's dozens and dozens and dozens of video blogs that I hope provide some quality content. So, well, I know it does. I mean, I know it does. And so, but in review, just keep in mind the tail end of the year here, how important your self-care is. It's critically important that you really take good care of yourself physically, no matter what the next couple weeks looks like for you on your calendar. And along with that, to honor yourself wherever you're at in your life. If it's a painful period in your life and you're needing to kind of check out for the holidays, it's okay. Just do what you feel like you must do, and nothing else but what you want to do. Okay. I really, really encourage you to adopt some form of that philosophy, to honor where you're at in your life. It's okay. The year will roll around again, and it'll be okay. And really, really be kind and compassionate toward yourself, and others. If we can give a gift to ourselves and anyone else, it's kindness, compassion, forgiveness, some level of understanding. Anything like that you can do for yourself and for the people around you, you will be serving everyone really, really well. And you'll feel better. I promise you that kindness feels better than bitterness, and compassion feels better than anger. And even though, I know you all have a right to feel anything that you're feeling. I'm not trying to pretend feelings aren't okay, because they are. I've had them all. You've had them all. And we need to honor those as well. But anyway, and then other people's reactions to you, how people treat you, the way they speak to you, the tone they use, if they're abusive, if they're negative, if they're difficult in some way, very challenging. Remember that their behavior is about them. It's not personal, even though it feels very, very personal. It is about them. You are 100% responsible for your behavior, and they are 100% responsible for their behavior. And so be careful how you interpret things that are slinging in your direction, okay? Whether it's, name calling or swearing or blaming or, criticism, whatever it is, remember that that's their perspective. that's where they're coming from. And any behavior like that that's coming out of someone is an indication that they are not healthy. They're not in a good place right now, and they don't know how to cope any better right in the moment. And if you're doing that to others, if you're unable to show up with grace and kindness, and you're just flying off the handle, or you're just overwhelmed or whatever, it is an indication that you need more self-love as well and more self-care. And that's what I'm wishing for you. As we come to the end of a calendar year, I suggest people reflect a little bit and look back over the year and ask yourself, remember what went well. Remember what went well. Remember what you feel good about, the memories you made that are strengthening for you, that are joyous to think about and reflect on, things you feel really good about. Maybe you made some changes this year that you really feel great about. And I want you to remember that. I want you to think about that and focus on that and celebrate yourself. Things that went well, things you did well, things you survived quite well, things you accomplished that you wanted to accomplish, memories you made that you feel really good about. And then reflect for a bit on things that, places, times that if you had to do them over again, you might do something differently or say something differently. Not to look back to feel bad, but to look back to feel honest and clear about how we want the next phase of life to be, right? Because the purpose of reflection is to help us be very clear about where we want to go next, how we want things to go next. And that's the other beauty of the end of a year, is we can start to look forward to the next year and beginning again in whatever way that we wish and want. And so I would spend some time, just long enough to get yourself super clear on what you want this next year to look like, in what ways you'd like it to be different, how you want to show up differently, changes you're feeling compelled to make. Maybe you're feeling compelled to sit still and have things not change so much for a bit. And I get that too. Whatever sounds really good and aligned with who you are, that's the direction we want to go, right? So here's the deal. I'm usually very present in this group, like pretty present, like a couple times a day, most days of the week during the regular work week, sometimes on the weekends, not always. But I'm going to check out a bit. I'm going to take some time off. I most generally take the week between Christmas and New Year's off in my life as much as possible. I will jump on to help new members get on. I will jump on to, if I, feel inspired one of the days to say, hey, hey, and that kind of thing. And I do have some office time planned to do coaching calls for people who are wanting those. They're kind of minimal here this last week of the year, but there are some there. So what I'm going to do for this time period that I'm not physically as present is I'm going to post some archived videos of mine that you may have never seen. I used to have I still have a business page on Facebook, but I don't hang out there anymore. I hang out here for the most part. And so I video blogged for a long time before I ever showed up in this group. And there's some subjects that you guys have told me you want to hear about that I have archived videos for. So I'm probably going to sprinkle some of those in, set those to publish during this last week of the year. So you're seeing some different content that might be of value to you. I'll probably put up some quotes and things like that. So there will be things showing up here and there that I will set in motion before I leave for the holiday. So they'll come up, but I won't be live and things like that for the next week or so. The Facebook Lives that I do on Mondays at noon will not happen the next 2 Mondays, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I won't be here for those. So anyway, but look around If you want to spend time in the group, there's gobs of things to experience. Definitely check out the video blogging. Check out my pin post if you haven't, the top post in the group. That's my welcome video to people, new members when they come. Some of you probably have never watched that, but I would recommend you watch that. And then there's a link to schedule a coaching call with me. And what is a free breakthrough coaching call? What is that even? What does that even mean? Somebody was asking me, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I should not assume that you all know what that means. I'm a personal and professional success coach. It's how I make my living. I have coaching programs that people sign up for, and I help them change their lives, however they want it to look. And so the start of that process, or to apply, you just sign up for a call with me, and here's what happens. It's free. It's no cost to you. It takes your time. I figure out we talk about what's happening in your life. And then we talk about, we get you really, really clear on what you actually want. So where you are, I get to know where you are right now in your life, and then where you want to go in your life. And then we begin to formulate plans and get some steps in mind for you to begin to move you from where you are to where you want to go. And that's it. And then for some people, I invite them to join my confidence coaching program, because then that's a private coaching program that I run that costs money. Of course, it's an investment of time and money. So I invite some of the people I do the calls with to join the program. Not everybody. And not everybody says yes that I invite. Not everybody, it's not a fit for everybody. And I only can take so many people. I mean, I can only coach so many people at one time. So it's a limited space availability. But if we decide to go that route, then we begin setting plans in motion for that on the call. So that's what a free breakthrough coaching call is, basically. It's really for us to get to the truth of where you are and where you want to go, and then give you a jump start in getting there. So I'm giving you my time. That's a gift that I give you, my time for free coaching, and you can accept the gift or not. But anyway, that's also the link to get those set up is in that pin post, the top post in the group that remains there. Okay, so happy holidays. I wish you great joy and peace this holiday season. Fun. I hope you'll have fun. I hope you'll get some rest. I hope you will feel at peace with yourself. And I hope you'll feel excited to get going into the new year. I always get really excited about a new year. I'm going to change some things up around here, but I'll let you know more about that when we get back in our routine together. And I'm always looking for your suggestions and feedback on what works well here for you, what you'd like to have different, and that kind of thing. So schedule a breakthrough call. If you're interested in starting coaching, especially, it's a great time to start a coaching program. It's the beginning of the year. So I'm running a holiday special that's only going to last a couple weeks more now, where my prices are significantly dropped for my programs, cheap compared to usual. They're not cheap. It's not cheap, but they're much more cost effective right now in these next couple weeks. And then after that, they're going back up to their regular price. So I just love to get people going at the beginning of the year. I think there's something really psychologically powerful about it. So anyway, get scheduled and enjoy the group and enjoy your holiday. Much love to you all. Thank you for being a part of this group, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.